The original Joker from Batman, Jack Nicholson, is one of Hollywood's most prominent and accomplished actors. From his chilling and thrilling performance as Jack Torrance in the iconic classic The Shining to his tear-jerking portrayal as Edward in The Bucket List, Nicholson has claimed several nominations and awards throughout his career. The film star's last industry project happened in the late 2000s, and since then, he has stepped away from the limelight to live a quiet life alone in his mansion. Nicholson allegedly has dementia and lives as a recluse, having little to no contact with friends and family. Currently, the A-list actor lives in a 3,303-square-foot Beverly Hills mansion, the same house he has lived in since the 70s. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia. Keep watching and please subscribe. So let's start. Jack Nicholson was born on April 22, 1937, in Neptune, New Jersey, and raised by his grandparents, John and Ethel May Nicholson. Nicholson has made quite a name for himself as one of Hollywood's most seminal actors. The As Good as It Gets star has accomplished many feats in his career. Having starred in over 70 movies and television shows, Nicholson has been nominated for 12 Oscars in total, of which he has won 3. Some of Nicholson's most notable and famous works include Chinatown, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and, of course, the timeless Stanley Kubrick film, The Shining. Over the course of his career, the legendary film star has accumulated a net worth of $400 million. Nicholson quickly built up a reputation both in his work life and personal life as an on-screen heartthrob, that is, the most nominated male actor in history and an avid partier. He would often be seen on boozy nights out with fellow actor friends. The 3-time Oscar winner was also labeled as a womanizer due to the numerous fleeting high-profile romances he embarked on throughout his life. Over the years, Nicholson has fathered 6 children by 5 different women. Following his 5-decade stay in Hollywood's spotlight, Nicholson surprised the public when it was reported that the iconic movie star would retire from his whirlwind career. Reportedly, the Hollywood star gave up the glitz and glam to lead a more laid-back and quiet lifestyle. After starring in How Do You Know in 2010, Nicholson slowly started to make his exit from Hollywood. 3 years following his last acting role, a source from Radar Online announced that the acting icon would be retiring from performing due to issues with memory loss. The source claimed that Nicholson stopped acting because he was 76 at the time and found it increasingly difficult to remember his lines. In refutation to the Radar Online claim, Nicholson denounced any rumors of memory loss, claiming that his mathematician brain was as sharp as ever. The About Schmidt actor stated that the reason for his non-pursuit of filming started because he was less motivated to be a part of productions that were not about emotions and moving people. Nicholson had said, "I had the most chilling thought that maybe people in their 20s and 30s don't actually want to be moved anymore. They may want just to see more bombs, more explosions, because that is what they have grown up with. And I'll never do that type of movie." To know Nicholson is to know him as a charming playboy. The man-trouble talent has been known for engaging in romantic relationships with beautiful women. The Hollywood icon has been tied to many women, including models Rebecca Broussard, Michelle Phillips, Bede Beale, Lara Flynn Boyle, his ex-wife, Sandra Knight, and following their subsequent divorce in 1968, longtime girlfriend, the Addams Family alum Angelica Houston. However, Nicholson's love life looks very different today, as he explicitly states that he is done fooling around with women. Nicholson related his choice to be alone to his sense of being abandoned by his mother. Along with that came desperate feelings of need. Basically, I still relate to women by trying to please them as if my survival depended on them. In my long-term relationships, I'm always the one that gets left. In a 2015 interview with Closer Weekly, The A-lister spoke about his feelings about pursuing another romantic relationship. Nicholson expressed being caught between his yearning to be in another relationship, because he ultimately does not want to be alone, and feeling slightly uncomfortable with flirting at his age. "I would love that one last romance, but I'm not very realistic about it happening. What I can't deny is my yearning. I'm definitely still wild at heart, but I struck biogravity. I can't hit on women in public anymore. I didn't decide this. It just doesn't feel right at my age." Several reports have indicated that Nicholson has been suffering from dementia recently. Friends of the Hollywood icon have expressed concern over his reclusive nature, stating they are worried about his deteriorating health. Apparently, Nicholson rarely leaves his mansion on Mulholland Drive and has little to no contact with friends and family, except with his son and daughter, Ray and Lorraine Nicholson, whom he shares with American actress and model Rebecca Brossard. Friends of Nicholson say he does not want to face reality concerning his rapidly declining health. A source close to the star has voiced his opinion on Nicholson's situation. "Jack and I have been friends for years, and he doesn't leave his house anymore. I think his son and daughter are looking after him now. The Mulholland Drive community is pretty close-knit, and they are all worried about him." Those sources close to Jack have confirmed that his children, Lorraine and Ray, are reportedly looking after their father. The fear remains that Jack is still delusional about the health reality he is facing. Friends and close ones have compared and likened Nicholson's dramatic weight gain and isolation to his late friend, Marlon Brando's death in 2004. Brando died a virtual recluse after leading such a colorful life, and Jack's friends are drawing comparisons. His kids will visit, but they're his only connection to the world. It's like he doesn't want to face reality anymore, and that's just sad. Jack and his son, Ray, had started a long-time tradition of attending LA Lakers game matches together. In 2020, Jack and Ray were spotted at a game and subsequently were seen attending another one the following year. These appearances were the last time the actor was seen amidst the rumors of his declining health. A close family friend of Nicholson's confirmed Ray to be a close confidant and dependent for his father. According to the source, Nicholson has selected certain relatives with whom he remains in contact. Jack's in touch with certain relatives, especially Ray, his protege, who he's so proud of, but his socializing days are long gone. It's really sad to see such a super talented actor like Jack go out this way. The Ironweed actor remains stationed at his sprawling Mulholland Drive mansion, which he has had since the 70s. The house boasts 3,303 square feet of space with 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a pool. Earlier this year, in January, conservative commentator and journalist Bill O'Reilly weighed in on Nicholson's dementia speculation. Ultimately, O'Reilly has falsified the claims about Nicholson's alleged diagnosis, saying that the assertions are bull. O'Reilly goes even further to vilify the Daily Mail, calling them the worst tabloid. "So I know this article is bull because I visited Jack Nicholson a few months ago. I was at his house, and I had a long conversation with him, and he had all kinds of intelligent questions for me, and I have been friends with him for decades. And he is 85 OC, but he's more intellectually nimble than the President of the United States. I'll tell you that. So when I see this kind of stuff, it's really horrible because people believe it, but I thought, for Jack's sake, I'd set the record straight." Today, Nicholson leads a secluded life of solitude, away from the public eye, in his 3,303 square foot mansion. The estate is located on the renamed street Bad Boy Drive, which got its name from Nicholson, Brando, and Warren Beatty's notorious ways. Brando sold the property to Nicholson for $5 million in a deal completed in 2005. Though the outside of the home has been captured in viral photos, which show the property's perimeter and sprawling balcony and patio, since Nicholson steers clear of social media, very little is known about how the inside of the house looks. Since his last sighting at a Lakers game in 2021, Nicholson was spotted peering out on the balcony of his mansion. Earlier this month, April, Nicholson was snapped by paparazzi while enjoying some morning air on his balcony. The shining icon's hair was messy, and he wore a baggy orange t-shirt and blue sweatpants as he sat on a chair looking out toward the sky. An unnamed close friend of Nicholson's worried about his friend never leaving his house. The close source pleaded with Nicholson to at least pop out of his home from time to time to reassure his friends and family that he is doing ok. He's made it clear his home is his castle, but people just wish he'd come out of the house and pop up to tell them how he is doing, or at least reassure folks he's ok. According to the Daily Mail, the film star sleeps until 1 p.m. and drinks milk to soothe his stomach. Nicholson also spends his days playing golf and tending to his art collection, which stays on a property next to his house. The Ironweed actor remains stationed at his sprawling Mulholland Drive mansion, which he has had since the 70s. The house boasts 3,303 square feet of space with 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a pool. Nicholson's family has repeatedly been attempting to get him to sell his mansion, where he lives alone. The desire is to get Nicholson to downsize and move to a more manageable place in Beverly Hills. Nicholson has yet to confirm or deny the floating speculations about his health. As mentioned previously, the actor's last comment about his condition was years ago, when he claimed to be still as sharp as a whip. Nicholson's friends, family, and fans wish him well and hope to see the acting legend in a better mental and physical space than where he has been for the past few years.